and it's very professionally asked. So I like the way you've asked it. It's very professional. No, you're completely and utterly correct. The way the rapper says all women are hoes is an absolutely perfect analogy. I'm not saying there's not a female on the planet who can't drive a car. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in general, if every man was honest with himself, if you were to ask him, what's the worst driving you've ever seen? What's the most uncomfortable you've ever been in a car? What's the worst parking you've ever seen? What if you were to ask him and he was honest and he wasn't on the internet worried about getting canceled or trying to be correct or looking up statistics or any dumb shit, he'd probably say, I was in the car with this chick once and she nearly killed me. That is not saying women are bad creatures. I'm not saying all women drive that way. It doesn't mean that I don't think females should have a right to drive, etc. I'm saying in general, I think that men have faster reaction times. We are more interested in cars. We enjoy driving more. We pay more attention than women do. That is my experience.
So to hop in real quick, okay, the reason I could kind of predict that, Aiden, and everyone else in here, is because I went through the same thing. I came from the real world, okay, and I had the 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing. It's why the people I got along with most were Call of Duty players, right? Because they had the same experiences as me. We partied, we went out, we had the college life, we had the club life, and we gamed, right? So I understood that lingo. I got in a lot of trouble for it, right? If you look at my speeches, I got banned. People said I'm sexist, misogynistic, because I spoke in that exact way. I assumed people were intelligent enough to understand the context in which I was saying these things. But the internet is not like that. The internet applies the worst case scenario, the worst possible context, and they will drill you for it.
Shran, you're fighting ghosts. You're fighting ghosts. Nobody's saying that right now. We're not in that right now. We're talking.
This is why I could predict that he is talking in the real world on the internet. That's the issue. That's the disconnect.
Trent, I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna say, whose fault that is? That is your fucking fault. I know why? Because you are a bad communicator. If you can't communicate your thought properly, if you understand it for what it is, then you are lacking skill in communication to make your point what it actually is. That is your problem.
So again, we have a decent point being made that it is your responsibility to make sure that your message is being understood. The problem is that if you don't know that your message is being misunderstood, how do you know to fix it? And so instead of X giving Tate the opportunity to be like, okay, well, I heard you say this. Do you mean, is this what you mean? Would you like to elaborate? You just assume. You know what happens when you assume? Yeah, right? Is that guy talking? Talking train? I don't know what talking train means. But yeah, you can see how he's, that's at least arguably good point. But you have to, as he is saying that you're not a good communicator, he's not communicating well. Like, come on, bro.